Better text me when it's been an hour and a half. Oh, it's like 6:30. Okay. One. I'm just adding whatever. Ya no te quiero. Adiós. Oh, I think I'm gonna take a massive dump after this. I know you're listening, Hoveg. Hey guys.
Blow hurt human.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I didn't save. Pew, pew, pew.
You know PewDiePie has a copyright?
Really?
Yeah, it's PewDiePie is a trademark.
It's so weird.
It's just booting up. In a few seconds. There we go. Yeah, developer mode. I mean,
Good for you.
PewDiePie. My name is PewDiePie.
If we want to win, the people's hearts stand for that.
Seems to be growing well.
Just where's that your good coffee?
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Oh, yes, sir. Go on, go on.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Okay, sweet. Forgot I'm still my power armor.
I see you.
I need to assign someone to this.
Hey, babe. Alright. I gotta make more corn. What? Oh, carrot.
Take some medicine. So you can prevent getting sick.
I will soon. Maybe it's just a runny nose. Okay, I gotta plant.
Shit.
I have 45 mud fruit. Holy crap.
Ooh. It works on
What does?
your mom.
Yeah, no, she's kind of. Oh, she's unemployed.
It works on your girlfriend.
Alright.
Listen to me, hoey bag. Take the pills. Okay, love you.
I need to
Some
plant
days are
more.
harder
We're
than
out
others,
here representing a brother.
but even the hard days get easier
Make them
than the
proud.
one before.
Gonna fix this real quick, so it's gonna bother me a bit.
Is that an elephant on the floor? Oh wait, it's a person.
Wait. There's an elephant on the floor.
Terminal.
Let's do that. No, wait, no.
Never mind, it looked like a trunk.
Cutie.
What are you doing? Are you making a garden?
Yes, because it's easier to make vegetable starch than to go buy duct tape and like Wonder Glue and all that. See? I have a lot of tomato now.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
So, I should have done more.
Growing well.
I hope those raiders pay for what they've done.
Then I can sell this too.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So where do you get your food from?
You can get the food from like anywhere actually. If you're just traveling,
Laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
you can find it anywhere. You just like travel, and you can find like melon or like mud fruit.
Like what do you eat?
I usually hunt down like animals.
Hey.
Let's see.
What's this watching?
You see?
Nada.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick. Wait, what am I doing?
There we go. Three people watching, and it's not me.
Okay.
Let's-
And the viewers, I usually eat like you can hunt down like insects, cows, or like lizards and stuff, and
Oh,
it gives
that
you
makes
meat.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Do you ever starve? Can you die from starvation in the game?
No. You used to back in Fallout New Vegas, but I don't think they added that mechanic back. They didn't bring back the mechanic. When you do eat though, it gives you like special like stats more. You're more energy supposed.
Hey,
Lame.
what needs smashing? Strong, hold up. Take meat.
Zero
Make
people
humans
watching.
strong. What's on your mind?
Oh, well.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
This is running, so look at how much.
How do you feel
Human
about our
is like
relationship?
other humans. Smart, but weak. Strong stay with human for now.
What do you need, General?
Wait. Okay.
I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
No more sight either.
They killed my wife.
Oh. I'm sorry. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
Okay. Things outside.
There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides.
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Let's talk to Sturgis real quick.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
What's up?
Here you go.
Wow.
How much, dude? How are you?
What a mess. Oh. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here.
How'd you know it was
Yeah.
John McKee?
I'm gonna need some time to study this thing.
What'd you think it was?
The handwriting's pretty hard to make
No.
out. But, you can get started on what he calls a... it'll need some pretty...
Sure. Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it. But it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Alright. We'll build it right here.
What is that? What is that?
It's a platform, so you can go into the Institute.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is it cool?
it's pretty neat.
Well, you already... I thought you haven't passed the Institute.
I did. Well,
Your second account.
well, now I'm a second account.
Is this your second account?
Mm-hmm.
Then how do you have it? It's the best. Oh my god, this is taking too much.
Don't you need power? Where's the power?
You make it. That's why it was so heavy. Alright.
So when Ghoul walks into the bar, bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." Ghoul says, "That's
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal
I
interceptor?
have 17 subscribers.
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Well, until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
Okay. Says optional search telecom sites for a sensor module. Okay, we're gonna do that. I assume gonna take some. Can't do that. Okay.
So, you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentat school myself. Makes me feel intellectual.
Put this right here.
Same. Hey ha 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 ha.
Okay, now we need to make a boatload of power.
You mean a shipload?
Okay, 5, 20. Oh crap, okay, let's see. See if I can do it. Alright, let's see.
Meme support. That cat.
Ah, dang it, okay. I need copper. So what I'm gonna do is we're actually gonna travel to that place and just loot the whole area. Gonna take some. Take this. Gonna cook that. Take some. I can sell this.
Ooh, nice.
Just in case it gets heavy. I won't take my power armor. Right, gonna quick travel. Oh, it's up here. Wait, I'm actually gonna sell some stuff because I need copper. Gonna sell this. Sell that. I'm gonna sell a lot of food, like the melons
Show melons.
and some of the mud fruit. Yeah, let's go. Ah, so tired. I just got off work like an hour ago. It was frustrating. It was easy, but it was so slow that made my day feel like it was so long.
Oh, I do hope you're here to
Meeting
it's
boy.
what I live for.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Excellent.
I think I might buy this. Alright. Oh, I do have ammo for it. Alright. So we gotta start looking for aluminum.
Illuminati. Xfinity and virginity.
Okay, 3 copper. No copper. Glass. Copper. Adhesive. Ceramic. Fertilizer. Copper. Copper. Get some money out of them. I can sell this.
Old human junk. Worst kind of human junk.
Let's go back so we can finish the mission. I was gonna do a BioShock live stream, like a series, but I don't know how to do it on PS3. And when I rented it on the PlayStation Store, it wouldn't let me live stream it. So I was like, crap. But I will be live streaming Doom as soon as it comes out, and by the day it comes out. All right. Potato.
Seems to be growing well.
Alright, still needs power. What? Okay.
I'll buy you BioShock, no problemo.
But the problem is that okay. Let's see.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power.
I think we do have enough power. You have enough. More than I probably should. Alright, let's make another one just in case.
Enough.
Ah.
Enough.
to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is store this.
Better safe than sorry.
That's true. Okay, how about now?
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
You could buy a capture card or him. Right?
What?
You could buy a capture card. You know what they are, right?
Once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
This one needs more. Dang it, okay. So what I'm gonna do is go buy more stuff. Let's see. Gonna try. Copper. Okay, sweet. Dang it, okay, I'm gonna go buy more copper. Why am I having troubles? Wait, I think this lady might have. This is so weird, never had this problem before.
If you're here to trade, let's trade.
Let's see what you got.
It's all worth every cap I'm charging.
So everything from her. And we're gonna try going to let's go to Good Neighbor.
These humans like fighting.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Cash or trade?
Soda soap.
I heard you walked that freedom trail. Well, I used to.
Cleo.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
Okay, let's see if that actually works. Okay. There you go.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Let me take my power armor.
I'm ready when you are. Don't worry about it. Got plenty of more things to tweak.
Tinker. Strong boy.
All right. Let's get to this.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal. In cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Jeez. We gotta be real sneaky.
I wondered if you might make it
Sneaky
here.
hoey bag.
You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
There's some sneaky shit. It won't work. Oh wait, let's try this.
I can only imagine what you've heard.
We'll check whether
What
any
you think
things are
of us.
available.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished.
They gonna
But
kill
for
you.
now,
Maybe.
we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Come on, Sean. We need to go.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Panito.
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father! I don't know you.
It'll be okay,
Go
Sean.
away.
I'm
Father,
here now.
Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Shh. Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father?
Is that your
help
kid?
me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent.
What the hell?
A sure sign that you
Is
adapt
the
quickly
kid real
to
or
stressful
what?
environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been real. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
Shit.
That is the reality.
But
And here I am,
W.
raised
What?
by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended
No
on
way.
it. At that time,
Holy
the
shit.
year 2227,
He's an old hag.
the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course.
We're gonna need a mouse.
It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can't
This is
convince
some
you
crazy
of that.
shit.
Just
yeah.
Give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes. That is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Well, holy shit, that was a lot to take in. Keep my gun handy just in case.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
It stopped working.
I don't know.
Hi, Doc.
Most of them have
They weren't
lasted long
kidding.
past their
They
projected
really are here.
lifespans.
Well, all
If you
right.
ask me,
I'm Allie.
they were built pretty
Allie
well.
Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just
That's
given up.
crazy.
If you don't mind my asking,
I don't trust them.
what was it that kept you going all that time?
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my wife.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Of course.
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
I've got a few minutes to browse. Hey.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Let's see what you have.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Alright, let's keep on meeting all these people so we can continue with our missions.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about
Scanning
those
unknown
unannounced
identity.
security sweeps of yours.
Clearance
Ransacking
confirmed.
my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Rumor is, advanced systems will be starting
targeting
a new
package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some
We're
courses
all
with
looking
me.
forward to working with you.
Please don't.
Excuse me,
There's
Doctor.
enough friction as it is between us
Here
and
you
pretty
are.
much all the other
Justin Ayo,
departments.
acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, You're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
He looks funny.
Yeah, it looks pretty weird.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training.
Just wait.
Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
I'm just gonna loot these guys and just leave.
Carry on, sir. Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
You should have gotten a different laptop. Why don't you make
Father's
a
a great man. You must be very proud.
I can make you one. If you trust me.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
This is like the Brave New World.
Is it? How similar is it?
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start
operating at full capacity.
Sure. Sure. How much is it?
I don't know how the tickets are.
Probably 100 each.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Yes.
Mostly components for
Just
a new
the
plasma pistol
institution
concept I've
part
been toying
because
with.
of the whole memory
High-energy
wiping.
weapons are sort of a hobby of mine.
Tests deciding
Anyway,
where
I'm
they
glad
go
you're here.
kind of thing.
I just wanted to say how much I admire Father.
Oh,
and that, it's
that makes
an honor
sense.
to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive. One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
taking everything.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. There's just quite a bit going on right now, and your arrival has the potential to throw things off schedule. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
That seems kind of unnecessary.
I assure you, it's necessary. The relay is the only access to the surface that we possess. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Alright, I just picked up something random. Let's see what it is.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Vinay has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Those people are the last remnants of a dying past.
Doctor.
They're still
Welcome.
people, and
So
they're
good to
suffering.
have you here.
Dr. Clayton Holder, head of the Bioscience Division. After all, I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Or with an
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Let's go with I'd like to.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
You actually have to do the mission for
Most men lack the patience to observe and document a plan of growth.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste of a valuable resource. If at all possible, that synth should be returned alive. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Okay, guys. Let's get to it. More things we can take. Toilet paper. Oh. Plastic scissors, what? Oh jeez. Gonna have to start over here. I'm gonna really have to get over there. Crap, okay. I'm almost level 24. It's gonna be a long journey.
Decent maidens out to an early lead, but piece of junk's right behind. Decent junk is really showing off those new mods. What a race! What a race!
Jesus. Dang it, okay. I think this is where we're gonna leave it. I'll stream this tomorrow. Alright, later guys.